All right, so I think we can go ahead and start this up. So we're gonna want to do high efficiency, low efficiency, and medium efficiency. So to start, um, yep, you could put booleans, or we can also use integer. Integer would make it to where you don't need 3 different booleans. Be a lot easier.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wouldn't it be easier to use Booleans to call it anywhere in the script though?
No, because the integer you could call it anywhere in the script with just setting it as 0, 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go ahead and make a new integer. Try to do everything on the GUI, just for anybody that's going to be watching. We don't want them to write in VS Code. Create new integer. This one's going to be efficiency. And then keep that as 0. Okay, so we're going to do 0 is going to be our determining that we need to roll a new integer. So do if get integer value is 0 for efficiency. Yep, equals 0. Okay. Okay, and then we need to also roll a random number. So, yep, do random number. Do random number right under it. Create new random number. Okay, so this one's going to be efficiency. And then,
I don't
so
know how to
then
spell.
that's fine. Min is going to be 1. Max is going to be 10. Press OK.
What are these for?
So 1 is going to be the bottom number, 10 is the highest number, and then efficiency wise, we can roll if
Oh, what they're
efficiency
doing.
is, yeah, but we'll be able to do if it's greater than or equal to 7. I'm sorry. Yeah, if it's greater than or equal to 7, it could be medium efficiency. If it's less than or equal to, 6, or if it's greater than 3, it could be high efficiency, etc. I mean, we'll figure it out based on what we want. But all right, so you can log your account out so that it's not running, or you could
It'll auto
technically
log back in, I think.
press the pause button up at the top. Okay, yeah, you can log out now. All right, so go back to the GUI. Okay, down at the bottom. Yep. So now we're gonna do random number. Yep. There you go. Get random number value. I'm sorry. Go back. Yep. Other variables, random number. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're right. Get random number value, because it should roll. Efficiency. We're gonna do if it's greater than or equal to. Well, let's do so what do you want high efficiency to be? What percentage of the time do you want it to roll?
Um, yeah, I think
10%, 20%.
like rarity.
Yeah, how often do you want it to roll to high efficiency?
I was kind of thinking it would be more based on like over like the length of time.
Yeah, it will be, because we'll set it all up on a timer. But like, because you got to think, if we're rolling a random number, and let's say we set this as a 10% chance to roll this number, it's only going to roll it 10% of the times. If we have medium efficiency rolling 40% of the times, well, when it rolls again, it's going to roll medium 40%, versus the 10% that high would roll.
Okay,
So,
so
do you
15%.
want high efficiency? Do you want high efficiency to activate often, not often? Like, kind of up to you.
Let's do like 20,
Personally,
25. Oh, what were you gonna
Okay.
say?
Personally, what I would do is I'd put high efficiency on 20%. I'd put medium efficiency on 50%, and then I would put the
30
low
on low.
efficiency on 30. Yep.
Okay, that's
Zach,
kind of the
So,
area I was thinking.
why don't you
yeah.
run generate random integer instead of number?
Just because the integer is going to determine whether it's going to be 1, 2, or 3. 1 is going to be high, 2 is going to be medium, 3 is going to be low. And that's what we're going to turn the integer to based off the random number. And 0 is going to be determining if we need to roll a random number.
Right. But I'm saying, why don't you just run it as integer, random integer, and just have it re-roll on a timer?
Because if we do the generate random number, we can set it to a certain percentage. Like instead of just rolling a random number or random integer, because we can't roll it, 20%, 30% of the times on that. Does that make sense, or
Yeah.
am I wrong?
I mean, I think you could do it either way, but I do understand it's probably easier to do it your way. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. You could do it either way, but for what I have, like, in my head, um, I was just gonna put it on a random number. So I would just do, efficiency rollers greater. I'm sorry, make it less than or equal to 2. So this will be a 20% chance. Okay.
Oh, so it's based on the. Okay, yeah, I see. I was thinking 8
Yeah,
divided by 10.
like 1 is 10%, 2 is 20%, 3 is 30%, etc. So press OK.
So if I would have made that other number like instead of 1, min 1, max 10, if I would have made it like 1 through 100.
Yep, that'd be the same thing.
Oh, okay.
You just make it less than or equal to 20. Which if you want to, you can, but it won't be any different. Um,
Or you could use
so
lower
yeah,
percentages, I guess.
yeah, it's up to you. But all right, so if this random number is less than or equal to 2, then we're gonna set you're gonna do perform operation on the integer, and you're gonna set this to 1. Set as 1. Press OK. Okay, so now what this is gonna do is if our integer is at 0, so that's rolling a new integer. If the random number is less than or equal to 20%, which would be off of 2, then we're going to set this to 1, which is going to be high. Now you're going to do the exact same thing. You could put a comment on there to display this is high integer or high efficiency. So yeah, you'd
Thought
actually
it'd
have
make
to
it
add that
easier for
to
people when they go over it to see where we started it.
yeah, you'd have to add that to line 2 as well on that
You'd
since you did a
probably be
line
better
edit.
off to just add the thing again.
Yeah, just delete it. The save load method is what a lot of people don't edit anything in. All right, so add a new line there. Okay, other, debug, comment. Name this as high efficiency. Okay, and then make another one and make it low or medium efficiency.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
I would do medium. So we're going to do medium next. All right, so now you're going to do the same thing. So if integers efficiency equal to 0, and then if random number is, then you're going to do greater than 2. No, don't edit lines. Just delete it. Yeah. Just so that we're not teaching other people bad habits.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, why is everyone so eager to do that?
I think it's just because it's there. It's you edit, and they think that they can just edit the first line and it's good. No, it's gonna be a random number.
Oh yeah, I just copy pasted that one.
Nope, random number, not random integer. It's below, and yep, that one. Get random number value. This one's gonna be greater than 2. Nope, greater than 2. So we already have one for.
Greater
Nope,
than.
you have it. You have it greater, less than or equal to. Yep, there you go. Greater than 2. Press OK. And then we also want to do one for if it's less than or equal to 5, or is it 7? So add a new integer, or add a new random number. Other variables, random number. Get random number value.
Oh, I thought you said create one.
Nope. All right, so this one's going to be less than or equal to 7. It's got to be less than or equal to.
Now you could do it like that, Zach.
Yeah, but we want. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. You could do less than 7. I'm sorry. I thought you were putting it as 8. Yeah. No, it would need to be less than or equal to,
No,
because you
you could
want
just
8,
do
9, and
equal
10.
to. You could do greater than or equal to 7.
Less than or equal to 7. Because 8, 9, and 10 is going to be, yeah, for that line. Because then that's going to be set efficiency as medium efficiency. So 2, set as 2. Because
Wait,
we're rolling the random number. And the random number is going to be greater than 2 or less than or equal to 7.
yeah.
Well, here's what I'd do. This is me. So you don't get confused. See how you use less than or equal to in high efficiency? When you use the other two of them always have to have greater than or less than. I always put them
So
together so
don't
you
count.
don't forget. So that on this one, I would use greater than 2 or less than 7. Then on the next one, you would do greater than or equal to 7.
So they don't like interfere.
No, but that's the thing, is like 7's going to rate as 40% rather than 30. Because it's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whereas he wants high efficiency only rolling, or I'm sorry, low efficiency only rolling 30% of the time. So you could do greater than, or I mean, you could do whatever it was, as like 8. You do less than 8 if you wanted to. Like, cause 7. I'm sorry, I don't know, like, if I'm making any sense, but so each one is 10%. So right now, as you have it, it's between 20 and 70%, which is only 50%. If you left that as less than 7, then
Yeah,
7 is not counted.
it'd be
It's only 2 through 6, not 2 through 7.
yeah.
But we want it 2 through 7. Otherwise, it's going to rate as only 40%.
The next
And
one
then
will be
you're
greater than 7.
right.
So that way it doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
No, yeah, yep, yeah. You were thinking exactly correctly. He could do that, but it would just need to be if it's less than 8, not less than 7,
I'm
so
also
that he still
used to
has the
rolling out of
30%.
100. When I use random numbers, I usually generate out of 100. And
Yeah,
when you put the greater than or less than, I always put those two together so I don't mess it up. And then I use equal to on the other ones.
yeah, yep. He's right. You could do it exactly like that. Nope, you're creating an integer. You just need to do perform operation. And you want to set this one as 2. And then you're going to do the exact same thing. And this one's going to be low efficiency. All right.
Yeah, you want to method shift those, yeah.
Yep. Look, good look. Get random. Yep. Greater than 7. Yep. Okay, perfect. And then now you can do the perform operation. That is 3. And then so now we're also going to need to set a timer, which is going to set it back to 0. So do timer. It's going to be under variables. Timer. New timer. And then just name this efficiency timer. And how often do you want this to reroll? Now again, like it's going to be based off of the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%, etc. Like when it sets that efficiency, but how often do you want it to roll? Do you want to do it every 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 3 hours, 2 minutes?
A good way to look at it is how long can you sit here and actually play RS legit before you lose interest. Now, keep in mind you're going to be doing something boring, so I wouldn't set it for 7 hours.
So just remember here, you have 30 minutes. That would mean if you're on high efficiency, you're doing high efficiency for, roughly 30 minutes. But then again, high efficiency is only going to roll for 20% of the chance. All right, so if you are going to do 25 minutes, can we just do 2 minutes just to show as an example for everybody? Like so that we're not waiting 25 minutes to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just for that. Yep, you can just put that as seconds for now. Then you
I'd
can
put
change it
like
to minutes
30.
later.
You want me to do it like way less so we can for the
No, that's fine. A minute's good.
Yeah, no, this is enough because it'll still be going through like wood cutting.
do. Is that for this?
What?
Is
Yeah,
this for
that's your.
this?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Actually,
if it like
move that up.
deviated it more.
Move that up to 3 minutes. Yeah, because when you're gonna be wood cutting, it's gonna change. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
3 minutes deviation, 30 seconds. That's fine. Go ahead and press OK. All right. So now we're gonna do if timer is not running. Now we're gonna do set. We're gonna do a perform operation. Set as 0. Can I have my
No.
pop?
No.
Pop, pop,
Nope.
pop, pop.
I did it.
You drank it?
I did.
She drank all your
Can I have
pop.
my,
Wait, say again.
yeah, can you have my, can you have my monster?
No, I didn't drink.
What am I
Who
doing?
says pop? It's soda.
Oh
It's
my
pop.
god. It's
They
pop.
must be northerners.
Yep.
It's how
I'm sorry.
family says pop.
Go to variables and then no, it needs to be the integer. We're gonna perform operation. Set it as 0.
So that means
So when this
timer is
timer is
not
not running,
running.
sets it as 0. So now I can start re-rolling to determine what efficiency you're gonna be at.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
Okay. Now I'm going to give you a word of advice. See how he put that on there with the efficiency? If the timer's not running, run that operation set as 0. If you do not put that, like method 11 has that check if integer efficiency equals 0. If you don't use that and use any methods with if random number is without a check like that, it's always going to run that random number every single time it loops through the script. So if it loops 70 times a second or whatever, it's going to generate a random number every single time. So you
Yep.
need a failsafe like that added.
Yes,
you're saying if I
that's why
delete this?
that's why the 0 is being a baseline for when we determine if we need to re-roll. Otherwise, like he said, if you just had it set on a Boolean, for example, instead of an integer, and you didn't have anything determining when that random number should roll, every single time the script cycles, it's going to roll a random number, which
Where
would
does it
then
even
it would
start?
then. What do you mean?
The timer.
The timer is going to start when your script starts. Your timer always starts when your script starts.
Zach,
So when is it
Yeah,
not
what's up?
running?
you
Oh,
should have
okay.
used integer.
Huh?
I think you should have used integer
For what?
instead of random number.
Why?
Because it's going to generate a random number on every single one of those checks.
No, it won't. No, it's going to perform the operation. Efficiency, it's going to set it as 1, and then it won't be able to roll again.
All right, yeah, I got you.
All right,
It
so
won't
now
roll
we
for
have
2
to,
minutes or whatever.
what'd you say?
So it won't roll for like 2 minutes or whatever, basically.
Well, technically, method 11 isn't 100% accurate
Why not?
because it'll roll the random number for one for the first check, then it rolls another random number for the second check.
Mm, I think that's only if you do an OR. That's a whole block. That yellow is a block, so it would roll for just that block, and then that would run it off of that whole block. It's not going to roll twice unless we had the OR statement, and then it would.
Because I'm pretty sure random number is not static at all. It generates a random number every time you call it.
I mean, we could try it and see what happens. We could watch the debugger and see what it does, but it should be good.
I mean, if not, it'll catch itself like you wrote it, so it will catch itself. It won't sit here. But yeah, it could have technically rolled medium efficiency, I think, then change.
Go ahead and open up your variable debug. No, nope, on Script Factory. Debug, show variables. There you go. All right, so that integer efficiency. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh,
What's going on?
I can hear you. Is anyone here?
I'm here.
I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
I think Zach or Dad.
I can't hear Zach.
Yeah, Zach's not talking.
yo, can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
All right, sorry about that. My hotspot, my phone died, so now I'm back on the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is trash, so if my voice is echoing or lagging, let me know.
Why does it think
Sound
it's
good so
animating?
far.
What the fuck?
What'd you say?
I thought it was animating, it looked like.
Okay, so it should, you press play,
It's not even running.
the efficiency isn't running.
Uh-uh.
Then just at the end, you should be able to add if timer is not running, start.
Oh, that's why. No. Delete that. He's saying to add it to the end of 13. Start timer. That's why. Because the timer's not running, so it's setting it as 0.
Wait, what? Isn't that not what I just
Add
did?
no, because you tried to add another check for if timer's not running. We've already got that. So just add a start timer.
I see. Sorry.
That's all good. Make it 13. You'll probably have to reload it.
Nope, there it goes. And now it should end up rolling a random integer. Once it's done sleeping while animating.
because you should have built this before you built
Yeah,
the wood cutting
normally
script.
you'd have
That's
this,
good.
right. Yeah, you'd have this above all of your methods. But we also have to add your methods in after this for each efficiency. There we go. So now it sets it as 1. So we're set on high efficiency, right? Yeah. So we're on high efficiency right now. And high efficiency rolls 20%. So pretty surprised that it actually rolled that. All right, so now what you want to do is you're going to build out your methods for interacting with the trees. So the way that you wanted to do it is high efficiency. It's going to pretty much click the tree as soon as it determines that it's, not animating and etc. Your sleeps are going to be a lot less.
Yeah.
Medium efficiency, it's going to take a little longer to interact, but not that long. Then low efficiency, it's going to take like
Forever.
2-3 minutes to. It doesn't have to take 2 or 3 minutes, but so pretty much what we're going to do. Go ahead. What were you saying, Sheets?
With high efficiency, you can add a lot of anti-ban and other methods into that. Like you can add hover RS2 object,
Yep. Check
rhythm
skill.
tree.
Yeah, I started something like that earlier this morning. Actually, kind of. That's what I was asking about, like moving the mouse in a random spot, and I was like, that seems sus.
I mean, you can I would like hover a skill, check it,
Oh, yeah,
and
I told you
move
to
the
do
mouse.
that.
Yeah, then move the mouse
Yeah.
randomly.
I did the Pepe laugh on my own comment, and then somebody else did it. I was like, oh, this is gold.
Did the what?
Because I was like making fun of myself for saying that seems sus for somebody answering my question.
Oh. And then you could also do like check your friends list, etc.
Just missed that.
So the way I use my random mouse movement is I'll have I'll have it like open up a random tab and then like move the mouse once or twice and then like go back to inventory or something.
How do you declare it to do just one of those things though, and like doesn't that have to be randomized on top of it?
What do
Yeah,
you mean?
I built a whole randomizer for my anti-ban.
What do you mean?
So like if you're having it do say like hover or open a tab or check a thing, then you have to
Yeah,
add more
you would just set
randomization.
you would just set your integer. Like let's say that you wanted to check skills while you're on high efficiency. You would just put if efficiency is high efficiency, set like 1, then you could do that before your actual open tab skills, hover skill, etc.
When we make the high efficiency one, can we just do like 1, just like make it open like a tab or something? Just
Yeah,
for
that's fine.
example.
That's fine. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on that. So your efficiency timer is not running currently. So it's going to set it as 0, and then it's going to start it again as soon as it's done scrolling through all this stuff, or once it's done animating. It'll kick here soon. 1 second. There it goes. So efficiency went back to 1.
Glitch, what the fuck?
I mean, it happens. 20% isn't actually that small.
True.
All right, so let's go ahead and start building out the efficiency portion, like the interactions. So when you're fire making, I mean, you're always going to be high efficiency. Like nobody ever clicks one log and then stops. Anyways, so for method 3 is your first interaction with the wood cutting.
Should I pause this?
Yeah, I probably would. Well, go ahead and let it finish. Yeah, let it finish. Let it go back to that area, and then you can pause it, and then we'll make some edits.
Oh man, I should.
Yeah,
Did I not do local walk?
you need to put a click on position instead of walk to position.
Well, goodbye account.
No, you're
So
good.
that's what we did.
Method 9. Yeah, I mean we have local walk, but let's do click on that. Walk to position. Click on it. Okay, add new line, and then do walk. Click on position. It's up at the top. Position 2. Yep. And then do sleep until. Just put this at 2000. Okay, and then okay, and then do my player. My player position is equal to position 2. Okay. Now delete that walk to position for method 9. There you go. So now that'll click on the
Pause the
actual
script.
game screen. Yeah, you can pause the script now. All right, so let's go ahead and write out these interactions. Don't minimize your script. Keep it open. You can log out if you wanted to, but
It's fine.
all right.
Yeah,
So
we'll log back in because you paused it.
save your script on the GUI. Okay, on VS Code, copy method 3.
Zach, see if it rolls medium. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure that's your issue.
I'm not sure if it will because you're not logged in, or the script's not running. We'll check it. If it is, then we'll figure something else out. All right, so copy method. Oh, yeah, save that.
Yo,
Yeah.
what?
All right, exit out of that. No, not the whole thing. Yeah, just click X. Don't save. Open it. I don't know why it's not hot saving for you guys. It always does for me. All right,
It doesn't for me ever.
method 3. Copy that and then delete it. Backspace. Go down under 13. Paste that. Okay, and then you can press enter. Paste it again. Enter. Paste it again. Okay, so now you want to change those to 3. It'd be 14, 15, and 16. You remember how we do that, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where it all breaks apart here.
So where the 3
The end of
yellows.
the green.
Yep, go down to the end of the green.
From there to there.
Yep. Just like it'd be on the GUI. Nope, so you need to Alt-Shift click.
I thought I did.
Nope, still haven't. All right, so click, hold. There you go.
Zach, how do you get that to move down? Can you use the arrow keys?
What do you mean?
How you had him move it down? I don't know how to do that.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
you use the arrow key. All right, so type in 14. Yep, and then same thing for that line. Yep. Now I will mention that there is sometimes a bug with VS Code when you do that. See how I deleted that? Deleted 2 lines because you went down.
Oh,
Yeah, so just be wary of that. All right, so now you can save the script, and we'll go back into the GUI and we'll edit it up. Did you save it? Did you press Control S?
yeah.
I hope. Okay. Perfect. All right, so 14. Yep. So then we're gonna do. Okay. We want to do an integer check. So this one's gonna be for high efficiency. So do variables integer. Okay. integer. Nope, get in. Yep. Equal to 1. Okay. Oh, yeah, you needed to add new line. Alright, just move that up. No, move it up
14.
above to the yellow. Yep. Into the yellow. There you go. Perfect. Alright, so this is going to tell us that we're on high efficiency and we're going to do this. Now, sleep while animating. Why is that the first line? Why did we do that?
I have no idea.
Delete that. The top. Actually, no. I see why. Yeah. Okay. So we want to do pretty much, yeah. So I would change that to a smaller number.
Which one?
Did I show you how to do an animating Boolean yet? I don't think so. Go to I don't remember if we did that the other day, but go to other variables Boolean. Edit Boolean. See, do we? Nope. All right, perfect. We're gonna do this instead of animating, because animating is like difficult to work with. But yeah, create a new Boolean. Name this player animating. So this is like a threaded animate or threaded sleep. That way we can still do our other checks when we want to, and we're not actually on a real sleep. All right, so you created that Boolean. Go up to the top where you deleted method 3. All right, so add a new method in there for between there, and then do create a timer. Create this animating timer. This is super useful. I use it in like 90% of my scripts. So time, make this 2000 milliseconds, and then no deviation. Press OK. All right, so now add a new line here. If my player is animating, if animating, perfect. Make that method 3, and now add a new line there, and do reset timer. Timer. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So what this is going to do is every time that your player is animating, it restarts this timer, just like we did with the crabs for that crab reset. And now we can set this up with the Boolean for is animating. So that way we can determine if your player is animating by a Boolean rather than sleeping.
What I would do is I would put a comment in there above that and put like animation timer or something like that.
Yeah. Like sleep. Just do threaded sleep, threaded animation sleep. And threaded just means that it's running without actually sleeping. Like it can run through sleeps. You're not taking a break in your loops. All right, scroll down. All right, so method 6 you have open. I like to put this stuff up above any of this other stuff. Yep. So under method 5, we're going to add another line and do other variables, Boolean, get Boolean value. Player animating is false. Make that method 6. Move that up. Yeah, you got to do it again. Now do if timer is not running, animating timer. You read it? Good job. Guys, my wife just finally completed Zelda for the first time in 10 years. Alright, press OK.
Woo.
Sorry, I just got bit by a fucking Chinese ladybug or whatever the fuck they're called.
What the hell? Okay, now we're gonna edit this boolean, player animating true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That needs to be do if timer is running, animating timer. Sorry about that. Timer is running, animating timer. Alright, now we're gonna edit this boolean, player animating true. Make sure to add a new line. Perfect. Yep, so now when you are animating, it's going to turn this value to true, and then we can use that instead of, if we're animating or any of that stuff. So scroll down to method 14. See how we have a if my player, actually we don't have an animation check in there, but we can add one now. So we can do a if my player is not animating. Right, I'm sorry, don't do if my player is not animating. Do if boolean player animating is false. So the reason why is because this gives
Good
us a
value.
longer delay. Yeah. This gives us a longer delay versus the actual player animating because it likes to change like every couple seconds.
False, right?
Yep. If boolean, yep, player animating false. And then we'll do you can delete that sleep while animating. Now since this is going to be the high efficiency one, we want to put a sleep before the interaction. It's not going to be a long sleep, but this is just like after it's done interacting. This is a sleep that it's going to take before interacting again. So we're going to add a new line above that one. Nope, not that one. The actual action. Okay, it's going to be, let's do a sleep random. What do you think, high efficiency play? How quickly are you going to react to the screen and click another tree? Like when you're done animating or when you're done chopping?
Probably like 1 to 3 seconds or so.
Oh,
Right.
Or is
Yeah.
that too quick?
that's too slow. If you're
Yeah.
high efficiency for me, it means
You're
you're
going to be like playing on
100%
the screen.
attentive. So you would
Oh,
be
okay.
like 500 milliseconds to a second at the most for
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so
Yeah, I would do 600 to 1200. That's 1 to 2 game ticks.
okay. Oh, okay.
Just do sleep random. Now, also you got to factor in you are going to have your delay, your game delay, which is going to be a tick or a half tick, and then you can also factor in the fact that the loop delay, which could be another game tick. But yeah, I mean 400 to 1000, like that's quick, that's attentive, that's good. Okay.
That goes at the top.
Yep, it goes before any interaction. Yep, right there. So what that's saying is like as soon as you're done chopping a tree, it's gonna sleep for, 400 milliseconds to 1 second, and then it's gonna start chopping again. Okay, so now rotate camera to, interact with move mouse outside of screen. So you do still want the move mouse outside of screen because it's, you don't just want the mouse just sitting on the screen. But while this is happening, we can also set it to go and do some other things like open the tabs and other stuff like that. So leave that as it is currently. Okay.
I would add a sleep there as well.
Yep. I'm actually surprised that I didn't. No,
Not
not sleep
animating.
animating. Sleep
You
random.
could use the same sleep you have.
Yeah, I
Actually, I
don't
would
know.
use less. I would use like 400 to 850
All right.
and move that up.
Perfect. Okay, and then
Wait,
so
so
now,
that sleep before it moves the mouse out?
yeah, it's gonna interact with the tree, and then it's gonna sleep, and then it's gonna move the mouse. That way,
Oh,
it's not interacting with the tree and then moving the mouse immediately.
okay.
So the same thing for 15. Now I got to do if integer is efficiency equal to 2. Almost done. Okay.
Get integer.
Okay.
This is
Good.
medium efficiency.
Yep. So now the your sleep is gonna do if Boolean is set to player animating false. You can just copy it from the top on method 14. Control C and then Control V. You don't have to add a new line, you could just click it.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Alright, so now we want to do sleep while animating. We're gonna
Move it.
delete that.
Or you can move it where you have the other one. Just keep it organized. Makes it easier to debug your script when it's all in the same order.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
That's
All
what I
right,
was kind of
dude.
thinking. I was like, which way should I do it?
Yeah, like some people will make their shit crazy, but yeah, try and have every line in order. And when you go through and debug, you'll see your errors immediately. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's not supposed to be there. All right, delete that one, the sleep while animating. All right, so if you're playing medium efficiency, you're probably gonna be anywhere from, I don't know, 5 seconds to 20 seconds, I'd say, at max
You're
before
being
interacting.
awful generous. I'd consider that low.
Eh, yeah, I guess you could make it lower then
I'd do like 2 to 5 at the most.
for medium.
Yeah, because your low efficiency is going to be super long. That's like your AFK for me.
Yeah, which I don't know. I would put like max maybe around 8, but I mean you could do 2 to 5. Let me
3 to
think.
8.
5 seconds.
3 to 8
Yeah,
is good.
yeah. That sounds like a good number. It's really just dependent on what you want it to be, what you personally would be playing as, and that's a lot of the like. Yeah, move that below. Nope, move that above. There you go. Sheets is the best at this. I mean, like playing like a real player. That's how you need a bot to not get detected. So like
It's not the
however
same.
however you play, if you're medium efficiency and you take 20 seconds to react versus your high efficient or low efficiency and you're logging out after every interaction, then that's how you play. But that's how I play. I always,
Yeah.
if I'm not paying attention, like I come back, I'm logged out.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
so I want to organize this.
yeah, go ahead. What do you want to organize?
It looks like it's not the same. The lines aren't the same. Has
How
a
so?
2, inventory, false, serum, sleep. Oh, okay, it is the same. Then
Yep.
okay, it is. I just
Yeah, we would have yelled at you by now. You're probably thinking of the mouse move outside of screens different, but
yeah.
so delete that sleep while animating at the bottom. Okay, delete that, and then go ahead and add another sleep. Now for this one, I don't know about you sheets, but like if I'm like wanting to go AFK, like low efficiency, I would be moving my mouse outside of screen immediately. Like I'd click and then I'd be immediately gone. The less game time,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the better.
no, I'll agree with that. However, if you're playing at high efficiency, I wouldn't even move the mouse outside of the screen. That's me. I might move it around the screen, but everyone's different. Like for now, I would leave it off the screen until you get more advanced and know like you can move your mouse in certain locations and everything else. But yeah, I would move it quickly. If it takes me a long time to react, I would move it quickly off the screen.
Yep.
Yeah. That
But I
I
would I would
agree.
put like 0 to 800.
Don't do 0,
Well, 0 is the same as if you just don't have a sleep there. It's not.
which means if it ever rolls that it's going to be the exact same time as every other person who doesn't use a sleep.
Yeah.
So that good then.
I would
you
put
could
like
leave it the
500.
same as the top.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
You
like
could do the exact same thing as the top.
yeah,
Oh,
400,
this one?
850. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, move that above. Move mouse outside of screen. Perfect. All right, so now high efficient or low efficiency. You're going to do the same setup if integer efficiency is equal to 3. Now, this is the only bad thing when you're doing efficiency. Like, you have to make 3 to 5 to 10, whatever, however many efficiencies you're doing. You'd have to make that for every interaction. So, like, I don't know, certain scripts, there's a lot of actions that you're clicking on when you're on that efficiency timer. Like, you're going to be adding multiple methods. But for this, it's nice because it's not as strenuous.
Yeah, like for your high efficiency, you would write another Boolean and basically do what we're doing with just the efficiency, and you would call it like efficiency high 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be the actions. Like if you wanted it to hover a tree before you interact with it, if you wanted to check your skills and see what your XP is, all that.
Yep.
All right, thank you guys for the courses here today. My daughter's bawling, so I'm gonna take off here.
All
All
right,
right,
later,
man.
buddy.
Take it easy.
All right, peace
Have
out,
a good
guys.
one.
Thanks.
See ya.
He is a little kid.
Yeah. Infant.
For real?
His kid woke up my kid.
That's
okay, buddy.
funny. I mean, it's not, but it is.
It's okay,
I have a
buddy.
7-month-old, so I get it.
Yeah. he heard the baby.
You all need some nap time.
It's not happening. Take that.
No, you take it.
No.
No, you take it.
All right.
I know.
It's okay, buddy.
What would you do for a long?
What would I do?
I would mute my mice or my fucking mic.
Like 35 seconds?
I would do 35 seconds as max. I would do, yeah, that's probably good. 20 seconds.
Does
You're
that
good.
leave enough room for variation?
Yeah. Because it's in milliseconds.
Fair. I think I'm missing something.
Yeah, you need that sleep before you move the mouse off screen. So the hardest thing when you're developing anti-ban that everyone's going to tell you is,
Those are the same, so that shouldn't, and they shouldn't be. Sorry, I interrupted you.
no, you're good. You can do that. That's not the issue. You can leave it like that. It's fine. The hardest thing is people are going to say you don't want to create a pattern. However, human behavior creates a pattern.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really hard to conceptualize that.
No, I
You want
for sure.
16 to sleep while animating, get rid of it.
Sorry, say again. I was thinking about what you said.
The sleep while animating at the bottom, get rid of it. Scroll down, or is that the bottom of the script?
Yeah, it's the bottom. I don't know where this came from.
It's there on all the rest of
Oh,
them.
it's yeah. We just weren't
Project, are
talking
you
about it.
here? I don't think he is. I don't know for sure, but I don't think that random number generation for efficiency works properly, but I could be wrong.
I see what you're saying. But I guess we can just find out.
What do you mean by that? That random number generation for efficiency doesn't work properly?
Go to medium efficiency. All right, so you see where in 11 there's two checks. It says random number is set to efficiency roll greater than 2, and then it says random number is efficiency roller. Now leave that like that.
Is there not an and?
No.
Fuck.
When you stack multiple checks, it means and.
Oh, then it should work.
But here's
You
what.
need to create an integer value for it, and then randomize the integer value.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Tried to tell Zachariah, but he didn't want to listen.
So essentially, what it is that a random number generator by itself regenerates a number every single loop. So if you have multiple random generations in like a single method, those two numbers aren't getting compared to the same thing. So one could roll like a 3 and the other could roll like a 7. And so you'll get two different numbers. But what you should do is
No
that,
wonder I kept getting it when we were testing it.
yeah, what you should do is if you create an integer, like a new integer value as a variable, and then you go through that and make that into a random number, because you can actually set a random number to an integer. That is what you want, because that will be static. So throughout all your checks in your entire script, that number will remain the same. It won't change until you call it to set a new random number to that integer.
No project.
Hmm.
Fuck.
It's actually the way I do it in my main maker.
Anytime you call random number, it generates a random number, correct?
Correct. Every single time you call it, it's going to be a different
So
number.
11 doesn't work properly.
Nope.
But it's an easy fix. All you have to
Right.
do is create an integer value, and then once you create the integer value, you would if I were doing it, I would place it at the top of my script, so then everything under that will get the new value. Or you
That's
could
what
do
we
it at the
did.
end, but yeah. So then you'd set the random number, or you would set a random number to the integer.
No, call them efficiency roller.
Fuck. I don't know why I thought. Yeah.
Now where those checks are, you can generate that random integer.
Well, I would generate that integer one time, and then I would just refer to it in those methods. You see what I'm saying? Like at the very top of your script, you would set the integer that you just created to a random number, and you can define the min and high for those, and then it will generate a random number between those, and then it's not going to change it until you call that again. So you're going to be able to use whatever number it generates in all those checks that you have in your script without worrying about it changing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know where you're
It's a
at.
little
They're
over
probably
my head, I
completely
think.
lost.
Yeah, it's a little over my head.
This would probably be a good spot to pause the video.
Okay.
So get.
Yeah, get integer. You're gonna want the same thing as what it was.
Aren't they all the same?
You're gonna want greater than 2.
Oh, you mean as these?
Yeah.
What did I fuck up?
You fucked up the
Everything.
random number generator. I told you that wasn't right.
Oh, tell me how to do it.
You have to run it. You're going to do the same thing we did, except instead of running it, the timer to generate a random number, you generate a random integer.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we cut the video off because as soon as Project came back, he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Hey, buddy, is this right?" He's like, "Nope, that's fucked up. You did that completely wrong."
I restarted recording just because it's like people are gonna want to, people need to see the fix anyway because debugging's just
Yeah.
fucking part of it.
Well, yeah.
I see what you're saying now because I thought you were saying to random generate the efficiency integer, not. I see. Okay.
Yeah, because Project told us that anytime you call like the bracket
The random number,
it generates a random number for every single line of code.
even if the checks aren't active, or
It doesn't matter, I don't think. Like it won't if that one check is, it won't change the integer because it failed the other checks, but every time it generates a random number.
that's good to know. That's actually really good for the video too, so that other people know that too. Because I didn't know that. I thought it was like
one.
anything that's in that block is active. Like I always thought that that first number that rolls would be that and the next number.
That's why that fletching script I wrote a long time ago before random integer was an option. I wrote it with random numbers and I was like, why is it doing weird anti-ban methods that I added in the script? And I talked to him and he said it's because of random number.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that even if it's two different. I thought that was like it would roll one and then it'd roll the other one versus like going off of both.
This is just like declaring efficiency entirely, right?
Yeah, that's
those
all
are
it
all
is.
right. So you need to go up to where your wood cutting or down to your wood cutting methods and change. Actually, those should all be good. You just need to change the timer part, Zach.
Sorry, hold on. Where are we at? What timer part? Oh, for starting the timer?
No,
Or are you talking about
start
ending the
re-rolls
timer?
random. No, not that. Cancel that. So anytime it re-rolls like the efficiency timer, you want to perform re-roll the random number generated. Or not random number, sorry, random integer. My apologies.
Yeah, I mean that should be good, right? How he's got it. Because I'm trying to see. Yeah, if timer's not running, then it performs efficiency. It sets it back to 0, which would start the timer. And then when that timer's running, when it's 0, it can roll a new integer.
But we never performed roll random integer.
That's part of That's part of 0. That's because when it sets efficiency to 0, then it's gonna roll these high, medium, or low based off of what you guys just did from your efficiency roller.
Is it in the top? That's what we need, but I don't know where
This
it goes.
It's already there. Did you?
No, that was for
Okay.
the
I'm
other
sorry.
one.
X out of that. Scroll down. Oh, okay. No, I see what you're saying. Because when we use random number, it automatically generates. So you're saying that we need to actually generate a random number, or I'm sorry, a random integer.
Correct.
Correct. So for method 13, where we have perform operation efficiency set as 0, okay, add a new line there, and we're gonna do other integers per generate random integer, and then efficiency roller.
roller.
1:35. We'll be done in like 15 minutes max.
Yeah, so that should fix it.
All right, yeah. So yep, you're good there. Go scroll down. Okay, so now are these all good? You guys got your interactions all set up?
Yeah, they're
For
all
the
good. Do
shuffle.
me a favor. Hit Control F. Search for random space. I think it's number. Capital N. No. Capital R. Then
Yeah,
space.
it
capital N.
doesn't matter. It doesn't look for capitalization.
Type in number.
Find. There's nothing. Everything should be good.
To reload that script.
All right, so the last part of it is we just got to add in anti-ban methods for, like, well, high efficiency methods for sleeping or
You
opening
can
the
just let the bot log you
tabs.
in.
You just press play.
Press play on the GUI.
Well, hey, I learned something today. That's the point of class. I learned new things as well.
Wait, what are the difference between these two now?
What do you mean?
Efficiency, Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're back on 1 again, which is 20% chance, but it's gonna roll again in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You have those all set, correct? Go down, right? Go down in there. Okay, if it's less than or equal to 2, greater than 2, less than or equal to 7, and then greater than 7. Yep.
Because it should roll medium efficiency pretty
Well,
heavy.
hold on. Why is it not interacting?
Method 3.
Well, that's not gonna. There's no methods running right now. Go down to your interaction for woodcutting for efficiency 1. I think it's 14. Method 14. Yeah, if integer is efficiency equal to 1, has X. If inventory is not full, Boolean is set to player animating false. Oh, it shows player animating is true. Oh, okay, because we didn't set 1 to turn it to false. Just do if timer is not running. You can put that down at the bottom.
Like way down here.
Yeah, just do if timer is not running. Edit Boolean. Animating timer false. Or player animating false. Yep. Alright, you're good to go. Forgot to add that up at the top where the other ones were.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you'll see it'll change here in a minute. Or did you pause the script?
It's got
No.
23 seconds. So like Colby was saying earlier, like normally you wouldn't want this to just run. I'm sorry, you wouldn't want these out of order like that. Normally, like when you're setting your booleans and your integers and everything with the script, you want all that up the top. But for this specific one, it's just because we had built this the other day and we're just adding to it.
Now we're
That way it's
efficiency 3.
It's nice. Yep, that's
No,
working
I'm
And the
perfect.
confused. What
the
does the
nice
A
part
mean?
is it shows you what it rolled there.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what that means.
And you could also set a state up there. You could change it to, your state is, and you just put it as low efficiency or high efficiency or medium efficiency if
I
you
would
wanted
just
to.
put it right here.
Yeah, right under that, you could change your state to display as high efficiency, low efficiency, etc. It's under paint. All right, so let's go ahead and after this, let's go ahead and add in your high efficiency, like anti-ban for opening skills and checking them, and then after that, I think we'll call it class for the night.
Alrighty.
Unless there's anything anybody else wants to do, but I'll probably be hopping off because it's almost 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's getting late.
It's still early.
Normally it is for me, but I'm not at work. All right, so go ahead and scroll down. All right, so let's do if integer efficiency get integer. Okay, if efficiency equals 1, okay. And then now I can do basically like, well, we also want to check to make sure that fire making isn't true because we don't want it to open the tabs while it's fire making. So do fire making equals 0. Integer fire making.
Oh, okay.
You understand like why we're doing that, right?
Yes. So it wouldn't do it in the middle of this.
Yeah. So put that as equal to 0. Okay. And then we can do what would you want to put this on? Do you want to put it on an integer or random number sheets? I mean, random numbers for opening the skills tab and checking your skills tab.
I always do. I refuse to use random number because after that I don't use it.
Yeah, because it runs throughout the whole script every cycle. Yeah, so you could set it on an integer. So you're gonna do the same thing. You would just create a new integer. Just name this check skills. You can leave it at 0.
It ain't walking.
Oh, pause it. We changed it to click on position. All right, you might have to put it back as walker, local walker. Yeah, for some reason, it kept clicking inside that building. You might want to move it, a couple tiles away.
Where is it? What
Uh,
was that, 17?
Scroll down. No, it's up at the top. It just says position 2, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
that one right there, 9. That's weird because that position was visible.
I
That's
don't know
kind
if
of
it is because did you see how it spots bugs?
No.
Is visible is screwed up.
Well, yeah, I noticed that when we were doing the witch's house with the whole mouse and using that magnet on the mouse. My player. Just do no mouse position doesn't work like that. Do my player.
What if you tried doing like turn camera to position 2 before clicking on the position? Because wouldn't that put it in a spot where the bot thinks it could see it?
It should, in theory, it should work. However, when I helped him write his witch's house, it interacts with an object, and it'll only interact with that object if the camera's zoomed in so far. So his camera might be zoomed out too far for it to even recognize that tile, because it won't recognize ground items or anything else when it's like that.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at the dev build, there some dude made a big post about it that it had something to do with the zoom, but he has a bunch of screenshots of items on the ground and they just say not is visible false.
Nifty's agility that he just released, it zooms all the way out and finds all the obstacles fine.
Hey, you need to save the script and reopen it because it's not going to, when you edit a position, it's not gonna realize that the position has changed until you reopen.
Also, for anti-ban reasons, I don't ever walk to a position. I walk to an area, then if I need a set position, I'll walk to the area, then walk to said position if it's not that position, and in that area contains my player.
However, for this specific part, I mean, you're only like 3 tiles away from the position that you're walking to, so should be okay.
Alright,
But yeah,
what?
like he said, so what he's saying is like, let's say that you're going to the bank and you're walking to a position at the bank. Don't walk to that position when it's far away like that. Walk to a bigger area. When you're in that area, walk to a position. But for this example, like we're 3 tiles away from the position that we want to walk to. So it's not like, you don't have to walk to an area there. But what he was saying is just keep that in mind when you're walking to positions. If it's far away, don't walk directly to that position. Walk to a bigger area around that position first.
Oh, kind of like how we set the area thing in here.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
That's what you're getting at, right, Sheets?
Yeah, because I've played the game for entirely too long and look at things like a human. And like a human can't click perfectly. No human can. Everyone makes mistakes. But like if I was gonna walk the fire make, now granted it's on screen, so I would click it. But like if I was walking to the bank to the woodcut, I would walk like in between them and then click them like where you are now, and then I would click on them like we built. Now, fire making, if it's far away from the bank where I start, I click in a big area. Then once I get to like on the mini map, then once I get to that area, I'll click on the tile I want to fire make at, if that makes sense to you.
Yes. Most
All right,
definitely.
so let's go ahead and finish this up with the antiban or the deficiency portion. All right, so you need to set. Oh wait, you already made the integer, right? Yeah, no. All right, so you need to create a new integer for check skills. Yep, you can keep that as 0. And then you can, so that roller that you made, you could technically use that for the check skills as well. It doesn't need to be, that roller could just be your integer roller rather than efficiency roller. But
Oh, okay.
for our time sake, like, I don't want you to make another energy for check skills roller. So we're just going to use efficiency roller.
Okay.
So now you could do so now you would just do basically the same thing that you did to detect your integer for efficiency. You're going to do that same thing. So however many like whatever percentage that you want it to check the skills on, let's say it's 10%, 20%, 30%, etc. That's what you need to determine for yourself on how it's going to check.
Oh, so not that.
So like, all right, here for example, how often do you want it to when it's like this? How often do you want it to check the skills?
Like a 5% chance, I guess.
Okay, so you'd want to set your integer amounts higher. You could do that 0 to 100, which you don't have to do anything right now. But when we get to the perform or the get random, you'd want to do that. So go to integer, and then you're going to do get integer, and this one's going to be check skills. If it's less than or equal to 5, 5. Okay. And then you also want to do, so normally, like if you're wood cutting, that's when you normally do your checking skills and checking your friends tab and stuff like that. So
Yes.
we want to also put the if boolean player animating is true. Okay, and then now we can
Wait, what's the 5 do?
so that's just it's
5 out
our
of 100.
5% chance. So because we're gonna set the perform operation or the set or get random integer in a second.
Oh,
But
okay.
right now, what we want to do is so now you're gonna do, I'm sorry, open tab. So tabs, It's other tabs. Like other and then tabs. Yep. Open.
If tab is not open, you can do that too.
I think it automatically detects though. Like if you open, it's not gonna open the tab again. Pretty sure. I don't know. It's up to you on how you want to write it. Skills, yep. Then we'll do open skills. Okay. And then now you can add to this. So now you can do some sleeps in here, where, you know, depending on how, like, so basically you're going to open that tab and then however long it's going to take you before wanting to go and move down and, you know, highlight over wood cutting skill. And I would make
Like
it, you
how
know,
long it hovers over it, or
no,
how
this
long
is
it's
how
down?
long before it goes to hover over it. I would do like 400 to 850 or something, like you've done on the other ones.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay,
You
and
kind of
then
want to do it. You usually check it pretty instantly, you know.
yeah, so then now open skills tab. No, oh, no, like on your actual screen, open skills tab. Okay, on the
Click mouse
debug
position.
on debug to the right. Yeah, scroll down, go to mouse position. There you go. All right, so you see where that mouse position is? So I'm pretty sure that it's like a 15 pixel difference from the center. So move it up to the top. No, no, the top of the wood cutting. Yeah, that. So yeah, that's 371. It was 385 or 384. So yeah, it's about 15 pixels. I would do 12 pixel variants. So you could
So you want the
select the
dead
center.
middle.
Yep. Go down. It's like the exact center. I'm pretty sure it's 385.
705, 385.
All right. Yeah. So now you're gonna go to your GUI. Go to other, mouse, hover, hover position. No, I'm sorry,
Move
not hover
mouse.
position. Yeah, it's move mouse. And then it's 705, 385, random pixels, 12. Okay. All right. So then now this next sleep random is how long you want it to sleep while it's, you know, basically looking at that. Most people look at it for, you know, 2, 3, 4 seconds. I do like 2400 to 4800. Maybe not that long.
Yeah, that's good. Those should all be method 18.
Yep. And now, I don't know about you, but this is just how I am. When I check a skill, I normally go back and click on the the tree again. That's just how I am. I don't know if that's what you guys do or not, but
Yeah, I'm an
No,
inventory type guy.
do you? Yeah,
I
so
usually just go back
yeah, so
to
you could
inventory.
just click inventory again. Oh, you know what? Another thing that we should probably edit to add a little bit more variation. Yeah, you can do tabs open inventory.
Now, does this use hotkeys or the mouse?
The mouse.
Okay, cool.
Make sure to set that as method 18. Now, do you want it to open the inventory? Do you want it to hover somewhere in the inventory? Like, what do you want it to do after it opens the inventory? This will be like your last, like, place that it goes to.
291, 234. No, we'll do center. 311, 180.
No, don't do
1,000.
that.
Whoa, you're gonna be moving the mouse off the screen all the time.
Wait, how many pixels is the screen?
Like 700.
Yeah, I would use a variance of like 250 at the most, if that.
Well, I don't want it to be like here. I want it to be like up here, over here,
Move
Yeah,
your
so
mouse
then
on the
just
all
screen
over.
then.
Huh? Say again?
no, he's saying he wants to randomly move the mouse somewhere on the screen.
Yeah.
All right, so select the center of the screen. Go to the center of the screen. I mean, that's not the center. That's the center of the game screen, but that's not the center of the. There you go. So what is that? 341. Let's just
350,
say 340, 200.
Yeah.
Okay, go all the way to the top from there.
No,
Nope.
from here.
Yeah, from the middle, from 350.
Oh,
The-
okay. I see what you're saying. You're getting the.
I know the middle
Oh.
white position's 250.
All right, so from 200. Oh, you said the middle was 250. I would say it's probably like 240. I don't know.
Oh
All
god,
right,
you want
so
the actual answer?
just do a random variation of like 225, 230.
It's 765.
You cut off there. 765, but what?
It's 500.
It's like 765 by 503 is ring light.
All right, so yeah, you could just do a random variation of like 240, and that would give you pretty much without going outside of the screen. Unless you want to go outside the screen, then just do 255.
Fuck, what was it? 3.
I think it was
250?
340.
380 by 250.
You said 250 does go off the screen now.
Yeah, that
I
way
would
you're
go
almost up.
255, so you're not going right to the edge. You'd go off the edge.
Yeah, I don't want to go completely off.
I would do 240 then. Okay. All right, make sure to make that method
All
18.
18.
All right, so that's your last portion of that. So now we need to determine what, like we're gonna roll a random integer, and then that's gonna tell it whether check skills is gonna be less than or equal to 5 or whatever. So do efficiency. I'm sorry. Do if integer is efficiency equal to 1, get integer. Okay. And then let's do, now does efficiency roller ever go back, or does it stay at whatever it rolled at? Pretty sure it stays at whatever it rolled at.
It does.
Yeah, so we need to add, we'll add that after, but do if efficiency roller is equal to 0.
Zach, how do you want to do that?
What do you mean?
You just want to put a boolean on 18 that says check skills false, then after in the end of the actions in 18 set boolean check skills true, then just run check skills every time it's animating.
No, we're just only going to do it when it's less than 5, less than or equal to 5.
But I mean
I
to
think,
generate.
yeah, we're going to, oh, I see what you're saying, so that it's not like generating again. We could set it to a timer, or we could set it to, like experience gained. It's up to you. I don't know. It just depends. Like, how often do you want it to check skills? Like, to roll to check skills again? Because I mean, right now with it being on 5%, I mean, it's only going to happen 5% of the times that it runs. But that's also, if you're doing it on every cycle, then that's going to happen pretty often.
Yeah,
So
I
if
don't
you
want
want,
it to be like not
if
like
you want it
every
to
7
be,
minutes or so.
yeah, so if you want it to be set to like a true 5%, I would do it off of every minute, and then, or yeah, pretty much every minute, 5%
It'll
chance
roll.
of checking. Yeah. So
And
I mean,
then
you could just set another timer for. You could just name this like what would we name it? Just a roller, integer roller timer. Or yeah, check skills roller, check skills timer. You could make it higher than a minute if you wanted to, but 60,000
yeah,
motherfuckers.
I'll do I guess
You're doing it every 30 seconds.
I'll just do every 2 minutes
There you go.
with a 30-second deviation. I guess I'll just figure out over time how well that actually is.
Yeah, you'll see it happening more often than not, and then you'll be like, oh, this is way too often. You can just go back in and change it. All right, so just do yeah. If timer is not running, check skill timer. Okay, and then do generate random number.
Number or integer?
Sorry, integer. Yep,
Yeah, he just likes to say random number because it's wrong.
too used to. I'm too used. Yep, check skills, and we're gonna do from 1 to 100.
Oh, I see. That's why that. Okay.
Yep.
But so you would normally make this first, right? With your booleans.
Yeah, and then so that's good. Now for method 18, we need to set check skills back to 0. So at the end, move mouse 380 to yeah, add new line there. You could either you could do it anywhere in there technically, but we're just gonna add it at the end. Now do perform operation, check skills, set it to 0. That way, when it comes through the next time, it doesn't, perform it again. And there you go. So now you should have a random generated skill checker. Speaking of, we do need to change for your interactions for woodcutting 14, 15, and 16. You need to set the efficiency roller back to 0 at the end of those,
Why?
because we don't have anything that sets it back to 0. Right now we just have it to roll random 1 to 10,
Look at
and it
13.
stays at it. Yeah, no, I get that, but it doesn't set the efficiency roller back to 0.
13 does it for you.
No, well, oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's only gonna roll through 1 to 10. All right, yeah, you're good. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking.
You're thinking we're using random numbers because they're wrong.
And
Yep.
probably because we've been doing this for like 3 hours.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Press play and then press play again. Hey, just for like demonstration purposes, can you change the less than or equal to 5? Can you put that at like 50% chance so we can actually see it happen?
Oh yeah.
Don't edit, just add new line so we don't have to reopen the script. Get integer.
Zach, you fucked it up.
What did I fuck up?
It already checked.
It's going to repeatedly do it because you set it to 0.
Oh yeah. Because I'm thinking of random numbers, or not random numbers, but I'm thinking of having to set. Yeah, delete that
Which one?
one that you have highlighted. I lost.
Yeah, it's lagging for me real bad now.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're back. We're back.
Okay, scroll all the way down.
Oh, it's chopping again.
Yeah, my excuse is I never really used the generate random integer. So
Glad it's the
honestly,
right way because it's the first way that I chose when I dealt with trying to randomize things.
yeah.
You know why that's there?
Scroll down.
Why?
That's all the way down.
Because I told some developer to add it in because I
Delete
thought random numbers work the way Zach did, and they don't.
Delete integer perform operation check skill set as 0. No, yeah, that one that you have highlighted. Just delete that. The reason why I had you put that is because I thought that it was gonna roll a random number with that current roller still active, and it would add to it. But I don't know. I guess not. It's gonna roll between those values, which makes so much sense. I don't know why I wasn't thinking that way.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
Press play on the GUI and then press play on LSpot. All right, this should be the last part of it.
So instead of writing a timer, scroll up to where you do the animation timer.
I think it's method 3.
Yeah. Couldn't you just add in there generate random number or random integer for check skills?
Damn, dude, my wife even fucking called you out. She said, "You mean integer?" Wait, what? Oh, I see what you're saying there. If my player is animating, because that's when we're checking. No, because we're only checking on integer being high efficiency.
Right. But if you generate check skills there and you only do it when efficiency equals 1 or whatever
That's
you
true
set
because
high
check skills
efficiency,
is the only portion that we have that on.
and then set a
I think,
boolean
right?
that if efficiency does not equal 1, like you could set it with a boolean and then reset it when efficiency doesn't equal 1.
Yeah,
And then it would only roll when it's false, then set it true, and then once efficiency doesn't equal 1, set it to false.
yeah, yeah. Technically, yeah, you could.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think.
I've done. But that's
I think.
super confusing for them.
Yeah, I think for right now we'll just leave it as it is, so that they have like their own threaded animation sleep, and they know what that is, versus like combining. But yeah, for efficiency and uh yeah, I mean, yeah, you could definitely do that. You could tie it into that one. Yeah, I think you have a pretty decent script going. So let's see here. You got a minute until it rerolls animation. I'm sorry, efficiency. And then yep, so you're on medium efficiency. Yep, so it's taking longer to sleep. That's good. And then when it hits if it hits a high efficiency, then we'll be able to see it open the tabs. Clean it up.
What are you doing?
I'm just fucking around now and see if I can do this off the top of my head after what we just did.
And technically, if you really, really want to get in depth in your high efficiency method, you should change a lot of that code.
Oh. Well, then I
Because
won't do that.
C16, is that hot now? Go to high efficiency. Keep
Hey,
going
another
down
thing,
where you are, like actually the wood cutting part of it.
method 14.
Yeah, see how you have move mouse off screen? technically that shouldn't be there. It should be there because you want it to move the mouse off the screen most of the time. However, every time that rolls and you click on that and do the anti-ban method to check skills, it's going to move the mouse off the screen, then immediately move the mouse back on the screen and check the skills. You don't want that. You want to add checks, and you could put booleans in there to wait, but you'd have to break that method down, which is super complex.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
All right, so yeah, stop that. So there's an issue with fire making method, which there's a couple issues. For one, it's that what the hell's happening? Are you running there or what?
Yeah, I did that. I didn't really mean to.
Oh. Yeah, try to let the script play it out, see if it fixes itself. But if not, pause it and then we can actually debug it and fix it. But now it's like I don't know what's going on.
Project, are you
Inventory
here?
is not full.
But the one thing with the fire making portion, you do want to add a little longer delay before interacting again, because currently it's interacting too quickly,
I
and
noticed
it's
that.
yeah. So that's just with that sleep random at the start. You probably want to put that at like 550, 600.
It's this one, isn't it?
Yeah. Just remember, if you edit the line, it's not going to make any changes until you reload the script. Holy fuck! I need to go to bed.
You want to cut it soon, Zach?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it off here.
Yeah, I'm tired too.
Yeah, I mean the only thing is nobody's gonna see the anti-ban for open the check skills. Let's do this. Go down to where you have that. Check that. Okay. Just do this. Go ahead and for method 20, set check skills to 5.
Wait,
Go
what?
to other integer, perform operation, check skills, set as 5. Okay. All right. And then also do perform operation efficiency, set it as 1. Now this is gonna cycle like multiple
No, you
times.
didn't change it. You need
And make it
efficiency.
efficiency. Yeah, we're just showing them an example. We're going to bed.
Wait, what? What do you want me to do?
You gotta
Perform
make that.
operation. Change it from check skills to efficiency and set it as 0.
Oh,
No, set it as 1. Set it as 1. There you go. Check your debugger, the variable. Other debug, show variables. There you go. Efficiency is 1, check skills is 5. Okay, scroll up to that method that allows us to check. No, you're going too far. Go down. That one right
oh,
there.
this one.
Fire making is equal. Okay, fire making needs to be reset to 0. I don't know why it didn't reset. I thought we had something in there last night that reset it to 0.
Yeah, I did too.
Set fire making as 0. Did you save last night or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So add another integer, perform operation set as 0.
No, down at the bottom.
Yeah, for method 20, 21, doesn't matter. I just wanted this example to show of checking skills.
Perform.
Yeah. Do me a favor, drop one of those logs. Just close out of that and drop the logs.
Shift drop.
That's good. You're good.
All right. Yeah. Set fire making as 0.
Fuck.
Form
Form
operation.
operation.
Fire
Fire making
making.
set as 0.
There you go.
Now
All right.
start the script again.
Press play.
You just set efficiency as 0. You deleted efficiency, so it's not gonna. There you go.
There you go. So there's an example of the antiban, and here it's going again. That's all it
We
is.
set it to repeatedly do it, so we could
Just
show
to
that it
show
worked.
people. But that's what your antiban would look like. And you could technically copy that whole method and put it as checking your friends list or checking anything. All right, guys, let's go and cut it off for the night. This video is not 3 hours long. I mean, it already is, but all right, take it easy.
Brother,
Good
have a
night,
good
and thank
night.
you guys.
All right, see ya.